What's up, guys? Six Pound Burrito here, and welcome to Indygo. This is a narrative, story-driven point-and-click game with some puzzles. And it's a story of a guy that is a painter who suffers from depression. It sounded like an interesting game. I don't do a whole lot of point-and-clicks, but here we are. Yeah. I will be streaming a lot today. Gonna be streaming pretty much all day. A couple different games. So when we finish this one, I'll move on to another game. Um, this game can negatively influence your mood. If you feel sad, you should take a break and return once you feel better. If you feel that you may be susceptible to emotions conveyed by movies and digital media, you should consider playing Indygo during the day, accompanied by a person close to you. Indygo is not a documentary, it is a work of fiction. It is only an attempt to interpret and illustrate a state that people with depression can find themselves in. Keep in mind that every case of depression is completely individual, and some symptoms or feelings shown here may not appear in some people suffering from depression. Sounds like a pretty, I guess, a pretty serious game. Um, oh, seemed like an interesting one. It was a pretty cheap game, so here we are. Doing the game that will affect the way things end. My desk is kind of messy. I'm taking a second to wipe it off here. It's kind of bothering me. Alright, click to continue.
Bad days can be really long. They can last for weeks, months, years even. I don't remember the exact moment when my bad day started, but I am sure it was a long time ago. I wanted to get through it on my own. I wasn't even hoping it would be good for my creativity. It wasn't. People always say that tomorrow is another day. It isn't. That's why I see absolutely no point in opening this door and coming back to life again. Or maybe I'm just ill.
Man, this is already kind of depressing.
Day 126. My name's Tom, and I am a complete and utter idiot. I may be tired of living. I may not be willing to participate in this farce of a world, but for the love of destroying a memento, where's the sense in that? Why in the hell did I tear up that picture? I remember the first time we went to Italy for the Biennale. We instantly fell in love with the country. It was amazing. We knew that it wouldn't be our last visit. Back then, painting was still important to me. It actually meant something. Now I can't tell whether my life was pointless from the very start, or whether I stripped it of meaning. Oh, stop feeling sorry for yourself. At any rate, out of respect for Anne, I should piece the picture back together and put it in the frame. Maybe not everything is lost.
Alright, yeah, that sounded like an interesting diary entry. Click the eye to receive the hint. I've got it. Alright, so it's getting cloudy. We gotta find some picture fragments. Right click the mouse button to open the inventory. We got a key and a picture fragment. Room key. Picture fragment. Picture fragment. It once cost me a lot of money. A radio. What's in the box? I should hide it better. Not all mysteries are meant to be unfolded. My personal Pandora's box. Alright, there's some depressing shit in there. What's in the drawer? Does it still work? Is that a pen? I don't see anything else in there. Locked ourselves in the room. Art in our city. The works of Thomas Perry can be seen at the Contemporary Art Gallery till the end of the month. His paintings have been appreciated by many international critics and private collectors alike. Size is among one of his most interesting works. Thomas's art has also gathered great reviews from local critics. Now his works can be seen and appreciated by the public. Alright. Hey! Electro, welcome. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. for you, and it's 1:04 p.m. for me. Alright, so we just looked at that. What else do we have? We have our easel, another scrapper of the picture. Oh, is that my self-portrait? Amazing. At least it shows some true emotion. Wow. Sad. Dark. My work clothes, my good old apron. Get a coffee mug. I can tap on that. Great. The traces of old paint that cover it look exceptional. It's pretty useless. Why did I even get up? This is what you get when you don't make your bed for many weeks. Yeah, my bed's always a mess. I don't make my bed. Is this a horror game? No, I don't think it's a horror game. It's this story-driven narrative kind of point-and-click game. Maybe I should have sold it to that collector. What are you looking at? I brought you to life so I can take that life away from you as well. I think I'm losing it. My greatest work, incredibly pretentious. It was highly praised. Why isn't it in a museum? I think I'm losing my mind. Alright, you still got more scraps to find, apparently. What's down here? Another scrap. This looks like the last fragment of the picture. I guess I should put them in the frame. Alright, should clean up more often. Can't argue with nature. Alright, so where's our picture frame? That's a corner. That's somewhere around there. That goes there. That's a corner too. Oops. Oh, we didn't want to open the journal. Looks dark and spooky. Kind of. It's supposed to be kind of emulating what it might be like to have depression. I think that's the idea behind this game. This picture doesn't fit. Doesn't fit in the frame. God damn it. Trying to put it in the frame and it just doesn't. Ah, there we go. Okay, so that one clicked into place. Now they're all clicking into place. There we go. My love, my Anne. Okay, so that's his wife.
Tom, we both know what you're doing is far from normal. You're turning our lives into an endless drama, a horror even. I bet that if I sold our story, I'd be able to build a new house with an atelier for you, one that would take up an entire floor. Hell, we could even throw in a hot tub so that you could keep contemplating the meaninglessness of life like a king. Maybe I should do the same. Damn you. I'm perfectly aware that you're not working on your paintings. I also don't really believe that you simply need to spend some time on your own. I mean, some time? Do you take me for a fool? I didn't move in with you to end up sitting in an empty home. Don't you dare act like a rat hiding under the sink. Do you even care about what's going on with me? Whether I'm able to cope with all this? Well, I'm not. I'm not coping with any of this. I'm pathetic and hopeless. I can't even take good care of the house. I broke the alarm and forgot to pay the bills on time. Fortunately, the men from the security company were understanding enough. The alarm won't be working for some time, though. Oh, what's the point of writing all this for you, anyway? I bet you don't give a shit. I'm so fed up with providing excuses for you. People are asking about you all the time. They say they haven't seen you in a while, or ask, when is he coming back to work? Is Tom feeling well? Please tell him we said hi and take good care of him so he comes back to us as soon as possible. If I have to fake a smile even one more time, my face will remain twisted for the rest of my life. I'm sick of it all. I know everyone goes through a difficult period from time to time, but what you're doing is not going to help you solve your issues. The world is not going to simply change just because you keep running away from it. Either way, you can't just sit there for the rest of your life. I hope you're aware of that. Anne.
Damn, so even she's fed up with his depression. Like, people are really being affected by it, it seems. I know this isn't how you imagined our lives together. You have every right to be angry at me, but please believe me when I say that it's not always up to me to decide how I feel. It's easier for me to forgive me for leaving you alone. On the other hand, I thought that you, of all people, would understand me. After all, we've had our share with your problems too. Please allow me to sort it all out on my own. You're absolutely right. I'm hopeless. I'm broken. I belong in the trash. I don't know. Maybe you should ask someone for help. If you have to pay extra for it, I'm willing to cover the cost. Forgive me. Please be patient. I'm sorry. I know I'm hurting you, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's all my fault. I know I failed you. I don't think we should definitely seek some extra help. Shouldn't go through that alone. So yes, that is my response.
Day 137. What the hell's wrong with me? Where's this all coming from? Everything was good, wasn't it? There's no reason for me to feel like this. I got the promotion I cared so much about, head of the department. I worked so hard to get it. Now I wonder why I even bothered. I feel no joy, no satisfaction. I feel nothing at all. The inspiration to paint had left me even before I buried myself in here. Now all I can force myself to do is to stare at the ceiling. And this silence. Anne isn't home. The neighbors haven't come back from work yet. I feel like all this silence has made me deaf. I'm such an idiot. I forgot I brought a radio. I could have made use of it. There are broadcast schedules in the newspaper that Anne always brings me with my breakfast. I have no clue why I formed that habit. After all, I never used to read the paper.
Alright. Interesting. Now what are we doing? Do we have anything cool in here? No? Doesn't look like it. Let's go back. Why do I even need a mirror? Good point. It's not working. Can't turn the light on. Looks like it's gonna rain. It's a newspaper. It's been a while since I last listened to music. Maybe it's not such a bad idea. It's not like I have what? Not like I have the energy to do anything else. That's the radio broadcast schedule. There's a paintbrush down here. Still a bunch of garbage. There's paintings are better feel than sculptures. That's my motto. Sometimes I wish I could forget about them. Alright. Bag of trash. When will Anne throw those out? Is one of them leaking? My collection's pretty good. It's slightly scary. Alright. Pile of garbage. Let's turn on the radio. It suits the situation perfect. That's really depressing sound. Is that... Oh. That's it. I like the rock music. That's a little bit less depressing. Yes.
Day 157. What's the use of having a lamp if all it does is gather dust? It's really bugging me. Anne Ann was supposed to bring me a new bulb. Maybe she didn't have time. Well, everything comes at a price. I don't have to deal with everyday matters, but I have to be dependent on someone instead. Everything irritates me. I can feel ants marching under my skin and my legs are walking around the room without me. We aren't going anywhere, so just stop it. I can't hold on to a single thought. Maybe it's this damn mess around me, or maybe it's because I listened to radio high voltage yesterday. I'm trying to calm down. So I'm pacing from the atelier window to the bathroom window. It's not helping much. In situations like this, I've always reached for tobacco. It used to calm me down. I cut down on smoking because of my health. Maybe I should smoke one now, even though I haven't smoked in ages. I should have an emergency pack somewhere around here. I'm pretty sure I squirreled it away somewhere.
So we gotta find our pack of cigarettes. Is that the deal now? Haven't read those in a while. The book of secrets. Hey, I feel like a cigarette, but the pack's empty. Must have another one hidden somewhere. There's our beautiful picture of our wife. How come there's different stuff in here every time? Matchbox. Got the matches. Now where's that pack of cigarettes? What is this? Ancient history. I almost forgot about it. Was there ever any point in it all those years? Ancient. Dang, this is dark. Yeah, it is. It's very, very dark. It's not a happy game at all. Basically, the game's constantly just asking, is there really a point to any of this? Like it says in the description, it is a very depressing game. But it's supposed to be. Hey, we got a camera, an antique. It's almost as old as me. Pack of cards. Won't cause a fire. We got an ashtray. Nice. Still no pack of cigarettes though. What's this? Some sort of club down 2 boxes. Alright, so we got no bulbs in there. Huh. Where are the cigarettes? Where are they at? Gotta have me a smoke. Oh, I've just been clicking on different drawers. It's not different every time. Okay. I thought I clicked over there. That's the hard part. Everything I need. Alright. Alright, let's I almost quit this poison. Let's smoke. It'll make us feel better. What difference does it make? Maybe I'll get cancer and be done with all this. Like, I won't contaminate other people's lives. Smoking a cigarette.
Day 170. I was still asleep when Ann brought me breakfast. She must know I've been smoking. The ashtray's clean, and I don't remember cleaning it myself. She's probably going to be mad at me, as if she wasn't mad enough already. It's all my fault. I let her down. Oh, just stop it already. I've been sleeping like a log recently. I'm unable to get out of bed. I feel so heavy, so old. Oh, it seems Ann left me a letter with my breakfast. A letter. More like a note with a book recommendation. Isn't the whole point of being stuck much as possible. I have to admit, though, the utter isolation I think of so fondly sometimes seems as scary as living in the real world, out there. Maybe I should do what Anne asked me to. I need to remember which book she mentioned in that note of hers.
Alright, let's find a book to read. I think I once had enough motivation to read them all. Still a bunch of junk under the table. Rilke, page 89. Read it, please, for me, if you still can. Rilke, page 89. I'm my own one-man band. Oop. Alright, let's find this note, find this book. But that's what Frank would say about them. Load of crap. Oh, I never looked at these before. Oh, that's kind of cool. Cool drawing. Or painting. Whichever it is. Where's this book? Oh. Hey, it's a poem. Solitude is like a rain that from the sea at dusk begins to rise. It floats remote across the far-off plain, upward into its dwelling place, the skies. Then o'er the town it slowly sinks again. Dark Shadow, hello and welcome. Good to see you here. Like rain, it softly falls at that dim hour, when ghostly lanes turn toward the shadowy morn, when bodies weighed with satiate passion's power, sad, disappointed from each other turn, when men with quiet hatred burning deep, together in a common bed must sleep, through the gray, phantom shadows of the dawn. Lo, solitude floats down the river wan. It has been a little bit, yeah. It's good to have you back. Yes, that's the book I want to read.
Tom, I wonder if you've read the thing I asked you to. I suppose you haven't, since you've been avoiding me and everything that's related to me. Except for meals, maybe. I can't even put it into words, how lonely I feel. But I guess Rilke has done it for me. Isn't it weird that a journalist is lost for words?
Can't wait to get
I don't think it has ever happened to me before. I've been having lots of nightmares recently. All of them kind of alike. In each and every one of them, I'm wandering around some sort of building. A castle, an old house, or a hotel. All I know is that I need to get to my room. Those places are always chilly, always full of corridors, nooks and crannies, and most importantly, always haunted. Whenever I'm about to open a door, I feel overwhelmed by fear. What if the room I'm standing in front of is haunted by some kind of hellspawn? The nightmare continues in the light of day. I'm afraid of what I might see behind a door in my own home. I'm on edge. This isn't normal, and it shouldn't be happening. I'm not going to carry on with this, so I took some action. For your information, you have no say in the matter. I need to help you somehow. I need to help us. I've paid your doctor a visit and told him everything there is to say about the situation. He's going to visit you in a couple of days. I'm telling you this so that you have time to prepare for it. You're going to talk to him. I had to do something about it. I had to search for help, since we're not able to deal with this on our own, because we aren't. This situation is not good for us. It has to change. Oh, and don't even bother locking the door. As I'm sure you remember, we've agreed that I'm to have unrestricted access to your atelier. That's why I have my own key. Anne.
Alright, yes, the chat on the stream it's fairly new. I've had it for a while. I wanted to make things, I guess, a little bit more professional looking. I also wanted to make a green screen, instead of just having a box in the corner. But I don't have the resources to do that yet. But in time, we'll get there. Yeah, 24/7 gamer. Yeah, I feel you there. I do a lot of gaming myself, as I'm doing now. Dear Anne, I'm not angry that you're searching for help, but you could at least ask how I felt about all this. You could at least try to agree on the date and time of meeting. I can't do anything but accept your decision. In a way, I understand it. You're not able to control our finances, but somehow you decided you are able to control my life. On the other hand, it's me who gave this control away. To make matters worse, you think of me as the monster from your nightmares. I never thought of myself that way before. I was hoping that I wasn't going to lose so much, at least not in your eyes. That I'd be an annoying hermit at most. I don't really know what to say to you. I'll be waiting for the doctor, so have a good night, I guess. Maybe it's not such a crazy idea after all. I'm sorry that taking care of our home and me is such a burden for you. Maybe I didn't really leave you any choice, but even so, I'm still not feeling about the visit. It looks as if you were setting someone on me. Well, I guess that if you're having problems with a ghost, you need to call a professional. No one got professional at streaming, so yeah, no, for sure. All within due time. It's this whole channel has been a long process. February will be about 4 years now. I've been making YouTube videos. It's been a long 4 years, but it's been a really great 4 years too. Let's call it professional. Yes, that is my response.
Day 185. I had an argument with Anne, all because she arranged for a doctor to come round and see me. Where's all her patience coming from? I wish she'd just leave. Let me disappear here. Let me die. Let me slip into oblivion. You see, Rilke? Even though we secretly hate each other, at least we don't have to sleep in the same bed. At least I took care of that. When Anne was leaving, she slammed the door so hard that the mirror fell on the floor. Why do I even need a mirror? I guess the only reason I kept it so long was my infantile sentimentalism. Every time my mother was done cutting my hair, she would hold a mirror up for me so that I could see my new hair. It's one of the few memories I have of her. She left us so soon. Nobody was prepared for that. But then again, can you ever really prepare? In any case, I need to sort this mirror out. Anne's definitely not going to want to help me after that argument. And I feel uneasy in a room full of broken glass.
Have I thought about moving to Twitch? Yes. I've thought about moving to Twitch, but I've already gained so many viewers, and I do prefer YouTube better. I don't know, when I very first started this channel, I had decided I wanted to be a YouTuber. Being a Twitcher, I don't know, wasn't really the thing for me. I started off because I like to upload videos as well, and so I like to keep all my content in one place. And I think it's easier that way, for not only for myself but for you guys as well. So you don't have to go, oh, is it gonna be on YouTube, or is it gonna be on Twitch today? Where are we going? Yeah, I don't know. It's just because subscribe is free. Yeah, that too. Like you don't have to pay anything for this. Like subscribing is free. I mean, you can launch Twitch for free too. But I don't know. This is kind of where I'm at. My YouTube channel is my baby, and I'm gonna take care of it and nurture it as much as I can. Should I even fix the mirror? Yes, let's fix the mirror. I think it's worth the time to fix the mirror. You guys are incredibly pretentious. Alright, where's the mirror? Oh, it's oh, there's a bathroom? I didn't even see the bathroom. Went through a grinder. Used to try dozens of my paintings with it. It barely works anymore. One man wanted to make... Did you hear one man wanted to make that you need to pay everything YouTube, Twitter, Facebook? Oh, the net neutrality thing? Yeah, Ajit Pai. What a piece of garbage. Paid for, just he's all about that money. He's what a selfish prick, Ajit. The whole net neutrality thing. Yeah, I think the net needs to remain neutral. It's better for everyone, in my opinion, if it remains that way. Let's see, there's another shard, another shard, another shard, another shard. Bought and paid for piece of shit Ajit is. Fucking the whole net neutrality thing was just a big old cash grab, I think. I agree. I like YouTube the way it is as well, and I like the fact that, I don't know, at first I thought YouTube Red would be a bad thing, but I think it has since become a good thing, simply because, like, you can choose to not have ads and pay for it, much like a lot of other subscription services like Pandora or things of the like Spotify, that sort of stuff. Yes. One thing that is disappointing, I'll talk about this more in my next vlog, but one thing that is disappointing for me is my channel will be demonetized in like the next, I don't know, 30 days or so here, because YouTube changed their regulations and changed what channels get monetized and what don't. Because I don't have 4,000 hours in the last 12 months, my channel won't be monetized anymore. Now, I'll still be able to stream and make money that way, but I guess it affects me, but not really in a huge way, because I don't really make much money from ads as it is. So that's how it's like, I don't know, it's like it doesn't affect me, but it does, because I'm a YouTuber, and so it affects me regardless. But it doesn't affect me in a huge way, because again, I don't make much money from ads. So I'm not too terribly upset about it, but it's still kind of one of those things where it's like, really, I feel like YouTube, they do this, and it's like, man, do you guys even care about your small channels? I don't know. But I'll talk about that more in my next vlog that I do. And yeah, I got an email. I can show you the email again in my next vlog. But it's really kind of dumb that they really changed that. Now, again, like I said, I don't have the 4,000 hours in the last 12 months, but I don't have 4,000 hours of it's 4,000 hours of watch time. I should reiterate that. I don't have the 4,000 hours of watch time in general at all, like throughout my entire YouTube career. I've got like about 3,000 hours of watch time. So it'll be a long time before I even will be able to monetize my videos again, when this whole thing changes and goes through. I need to find one more piece of glass. I can't seem to find it. It takes a long time to... It does. Editing does take a long time. I don't know. A 10-minute video can take me like 3 hours. Yeah, and of course I'll still be streaming without a doubt. Like, I've definitely, it's been really cool. Teddy's been super supportive. He's been giving me like $10 every 2 weeks or more actually, which has been really cool. And so like that's why I'm not too upset about the whole demonetization thing, because for one thing, I make more money from live streaming than I do uploading, and at the same time too, I'm not really too worried about it because I don't make any money as it is. But yeah, I don't know. It's a little disappointing. Where's the last shard of glass here? Yeah, I really appreciate Teddy's donations. I mean, anyone for that matter, but I appreciate people just watching in general. But it's been pretty crazy to me that I'm getting a little bit closer to my goals of making a living from being a gamer. Can I stream getting over it? Getting over it. I do want to get that game. I don't have a whole lot of money right now. Work has been slow, so I have not been making as much money as I need to be making. That game 10 out of 10. So yes, I will be. Let me look it up after I get through this game, and maybe I'll stream that next. I don't know how much is it. I can't find this last shard of glass. All right, let's move on. I don't want to spend a horribly long amount of time on this game, so we're gonna. Where's the hint? What? Oh. How did a mirror shard end up over there? What? Why not download it for free? Is it free on Steam? There we go.
Dear Tom, according to what we discussed during our last meeting, I am writing this letter instead of calling or visiting you. Please, bear in mind that I'm only doing it because you're famous, and I can understand that you wish to avoid rumors at all cost. As I already mentioned, the state you're in is a cause for much concern. But I think we can start with home therapy. Let me just remind you what we agreed on during our last meeting. Medication is necessary. If you do not wish to cooperate with me on that matter, I will have no choice but to consider hospitalization. I gave Anne the prescriptions for the next month. I will visit you soon so that we can assess whether the medication has caused any improvement. I keep in touch with Anne, so please do not worry about her. Do not hesitate to contact me should any problems arise or your condition worsen. I would also appreciate it if you considered leaving your atelier. You can start by leaving the window open, then the door, and then maybe walking around the house at night when Anne's asleep. Once you accomplish that, you may try continuing your trips around the house, but during the day. I'm convinced it's worth a try. I often see that it's helpful if patients write journals, of course, if they find enough energy to do so. Please remember, it is crucial that you take your medication regularly. I know that you have experience with these sorts of pharmaceuticals, but let me remind you, they only work after a period of regular use. Please, do not let it discourage you that you may experience some deterioration in your condition in the first 2 weeks. After this critical period, you should expect things to get better. If you forget to take your medicine or stop taking it altogether, your condition will deteriorate. Please, get used to the thought that the therapy is going to take at least a couple of months. Please do not hesitate to inform me if you experience any disturbing symptoms. If you need to know anything more about the prescribed medicine, please take a look at the information leaflet. I can only add that the medicine prescribed nowadays differs substantially from the ones you used in the past. Please remember, we managed to get out of this once before. We're going to do our best to accomplish it yet again.
So, this
Yours
new
sincerely,
information
Dr. Jacob Brock.
tells me this character has been through depression before and kind of got out of it, but is falling back into this depression. Um, I could download it for free from a torrent. You are absolutely correct, but I try to live a mostly honest living and mostly honest lifestyle, and I don't know. I don't feel good about torrenting games and stuff like that. It's just I don't know. I don't feel right about it. Let's see. Thank you for your visit and respecting my request. I'm perfectly aware that you could have behaved differently. I admit that I am not a fan of medication, but I do hope that what you said about it is true, and that'll help me get through my worst phase. I do realize that you might be unhappy with how our last meeting looked, but please give me a bit more time. I am deeply sorry about all the trouble I may have caused. As for the mess I made, I don't think of it fondly, but since I don't think it can get much worse than it is now, I will give it a shot. Please try to talk to Anne again and help her understand to shed some new light on the matter. Let's go with the top response. Do I have a Discord group? No, but I really should make one, shouldn't I? Oh, there's our meds. The bathroom cabinet is perfect for storing medication, isn't it? Since I need to take them every day, it looks like I'm going to take regular trips to this cabinet. At least that's one good reason to get out of bed. And I need to take my pills regularly if I want them to work. Continue. Next day.
191. I'm not sure fixing that mirror was a good decision after all. It's a memento of my mom. But then again, when I look at it, something inside of me raises its head. I'm slightly afraid of the reflection in the mirror. But I'd be lying if I said I'm not proud of how I managed to put all the pieces of the jigsaw together. My Anne's such a sly little thing. She always comes to the atelier in the morning before work to take the rubbish out, bring me some food, and sometimes cater to my special wishes. I hide in the bathroom when she does. I wash and get dressed, or pretend to at least. Most of the time she's gone by the time I come out, which means I don't have to suffer her gaze and the wave of guilt it brings with it. This time it was different. She was sitting on my bed, waiting. She looked peculiar. Maybe she wanted to make up after the whole situation with the doctor's visit. I haven't got a clue why I'm so cold toward her. I can't show how much I care for her, how much love I still have for her. She talked to me about her family. She asked me to paint a forest animal for her niece's upcoming birthday, and bought her a book about the forest. I made a note so that I wouldn't forget to do it. Quite a challenge. I hope I'm still able to do it. It seems like there's something wrong with Anne. Maybe she's consoling herself again.
Man, I hate this. I couldn't imagine feeling like this. Like, it says right here, I haven't got a clue why I'm so cold toward her. I can't show her how much I care for her, how much love I still have for her. Like, I think that would be a really tough situation to be in, you know, being just so depressed yourself you can't show love for another person, or I don't know. That would be rough. Urgent. Anna's going to her niece's birthday party on Saturday. She asked me to draw an animal for her. It would be great if it was a forest animal. The girl is crazy about them. I haven't used them in a while. Alright, let's find our drawing supplies. What do I I don't think it's a bad idea. I do need to make a Discord group because, or I need to have one. Jettler a while back had made a Discord group, but I haven't really used it. I guess I don't really use Discord much, but I want to get into doing so. So it's not a bad idea at all. If you end up making a Discord group, let me know, and I'll try and advertise it more and push it more and talk about it in my videos here. But anyway, moving on with this game, we need to find our painting supplies. I'm pretty sure I saw a paintbrush. It's out of ink. That's a pen in one of these drawers. No, that's... Oh, there we go. Got some gladly join or whatever. Yeah. Feel free, Dark Shadow, if you want to make a Discord group. I'd be pretty cool with that. Let me know when you're done with it, and we'll go from there. All right, so we got our paint. I get it for sure, but it can make it tomorrow because I don't have laptop. That's totally fine. You can either leave a comment on this video or let me know on Twitter. Either one is a good way to get a hold of me. I'll see it either way. Help out the channel. Yeah, and I appreciate that. I'll take as much help as I can get. Because I can't do everything on my own. Having some help from you guys is always appreciated. Oh, your laptop crashed a week ago. Oh no. It's never fun. I wanna know what's in the box. Damn it. Rip. Rip indeed. There's some of my paint stuff up there, but I can't. That's not the paint stuff I'm looking for. There's that note. Couple of paintbrushes and stuff over here. We gotta take our meds. Oh, I've already taken my medication today. Alright, so there's nothing there. Where's the rest of my shit? Revive it when I can. If I'm not a salvage computer piece and make a new one. Love rabbits. Your sister has a pet rabbit. Rabbits are pretty cool animals. I've never had a pet rabbit myself. I dated a girl once that had a pet rabbit. Got her watercolors, but I can't find anything else. God damn it. I want to see real quick. How much is getting over it? It's $8. Yeah, sure. I'll get this game. Just not the one in the deep sea. Holy mama. Yeah, some of the deep sea fish and stuff like that. It is a very interesting game for sure. Indygo. Indygo. There's a camera, deck of cards, some sort of pouch or something there. Nothing that I need. Oh, is that a Walkman? I don't know what that is. It is, and quite accurate for the characters and feelings too. Yeah, it's a very interesting story. Not a story you come across very often. I don't know. You don't see a whole lot dealing with depression, and I think it's a very interesting thing. Um, Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so when I say this. I think everybody goes through different phases or different kinds of depression in their life at certain points, and all to different extents. There's always different levels of depression, I think. Um, I know I've had my times where I was feeling just very depressed, and I don't know. I don't know about to this extent. I haven't been like severely depressed where I don't leave my room and stuff like that, but like I have had those times where it's hard to get out of a slump, and every day feels the same where you just don't want to do anything, you don't want to go anywhere, and I don't know. It can be rough. And so this is a very interesting portrayal of that depression. Okay, I can't find any of this shit. I clicked on that, I swear to God. Oh. That is some depressing looking paintings. Oh, that's nice. This is actually a nice picture. I don't know what that is. That's pretty freaky. Devil Man. That's depressing. It's a nice picture. That's kind of depressing. This'll do. Nice new sheet of paper. Put it when you go AFK or something. I do have this. I'll show you. I'm gonna put this break image up, but I do have this. If you want to make one, feel free to do so. I'll take a look at it, and I don't think it's ever a bad idea. If you want to make something, at the least, I'll definitely try and share it. I'm always flattered when people want to make things for me. Like it's very flattering, all the help I get from people. Can I use the key? Look at banner and rate it. That's a pretty cool banner. It's probably better than I could do, honestly. I don't have Photoshop myself. I use a Steam app. It's called Pixeluvo. But I do like editing photos and stuff as well, or manipulating photos. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a cool little pastime. Did it crash? No. I was just going to look at something. I was looking at Dark Shadows banner. That's the word. And I think it's a pretty cool banner. Electro actually made my current banner that I've got for my channel, so that was really cool. I've stuck with it for a long time, haven't changed it. I don't know, maybe it's time to change it. It has been a long time. Then again, I don't have anything to replace it with either. Man, I can't. Man, these pictures are just kind of disturbing. Like this one especially. Should update it. Yeah, it has been, like I was saying, it has been a long time since I've changed my banner, updated it. Ah! Whoops. Clicked outside of the game. Man, What else do I need? That's good. That means the artist did their job well to make you feel disturbed. Disturbed? Yeah, I'd say so. I don't know, a little bit. Like, oh, oops. I accidentally went to my journal. Yeah, it's definitely some disturbing pictures. I would agree. What about these paintbrushes? All this stuff up here. I need a new toothbrush. Need to dry my brushes here. Awfully useful. Outro if I don't have one. I don't have an outro. I don't currently use an outro. What? I know this, but a new crack? No, I don't think so. I can stare at the ceiling for hours. We're just staring at the ceiling out of monotony. Alright. I got an achievement for looking at the ceiling. That was great. I don't know. As I was saying, I don't have an outro. I don't really use one. And I can't promise that if you do make one, that I will use it. I can't make that promise. But I would also be lying if I said I wasn't interested in seeing what you could do or make. And Shadow's gonna do a 2018 pack for it. Yeah, no kidding. Like I'm really excited. I mean, I like seeing what other people can do as well. I can't find anything. Do I just need to combine my paints? Oh. Okay, now I have everything I need. What should do it? A wolf? I just had to combine. That is a nice painting of a wolf. Sounds great. I don't really use an outro or an intro.
What was I thinking when I decided to paint a wolf as a gift for a little girl? Anne took it and said it was all right. Her expression and her voice sent another message entirely. It was as if she wanted to say, I can't ask you to do anything, no matter how small, because you'll always mess it up. Hopefully, Emily will be pleased with it. Is it just me? Or is that how the whole world's organized? Sometimes I think that life's nothing but an absurdity, and the only way to deal with it is laugh at it. I can't do it anymore. When I look back, I wonder why I made the decisions I did. We're spinning, sometimes driven by some inner force, and we never know what the end of the line is going to be. Talking about spinning, today Anne brought me the clock I once got from a friend of mine, David. She said she'd found it while cleaning up. So many memories. They pop into my head every time I glance at the clock's face. That David, he was one of the really ambitious ones. Any obstacle in his way seemed easy to tackle. It was all a matter of attitude. I guess this gift from him was supposed to motivate me. The clock of his life stopped a long time ago, 5 years or so. It'd be good to check whether the old mechanism's still working.
It's about 2 p.m. for me. It's 1:58. All right, so here's the clock. Time will keep on being a cannibal. Use it wisely. How do I fix the clock? Do I need some parts or something? Some tools? I don't really know what I'm supposed to be looking for. I like the it's good. It's okay. It's great. I like it. It's probably one of my favorite like emoji things or whatever. I don't know why, but I don't understand what this is. I don't understand what that painting is supposed to be. And I don't understand what I'm supposed to be looking for either. Tink, tink, tink. Did I take my meds? Yep, took my meds. As an arm? Is it? Is that what that's supposed to be? Or maybe, oh, I think it's a foot, because this right here looks like a heel, and then this is like the arch of a foot. Top of the foot, this is a leg. Maybe it is a hand. I don't know. I think it looks like a foot. I keep clicking outside of the game. Camera. More stuff. More stuff. Putting some music in my streams. Well, I was definitely thinking about it more than I was previously. Well, thinking about it more now recently than I was before, just because of the fact that in live streams how was I gonna say it? Because of the fact that my channel won't be monetized anymore, I might do so, because it doesn't matter if I play music or not, because it'll just be like if I play music, it just gets copyrighted, and previously I wasn't able to monetize it, but because I won't be able to monetize my videos anyway, it won't make a difference whether I have music in them or not. A game like this, I don't really want to play music in. It has its own music and it really sets the mood for the game. Some games I'll probably play some music. Like if I play Overwatch, I'll probably play some music and do that. But it depends on the game. Yeah, with my channel being demonetized soon enough anyway, I'll probably play some music. Use no copyright musics like NCS. They do best no copyright sound. I mean, like I said, it doesn't really matter. Whether or not it gets monetized, because my channel is gonna be demonetized anyway. I want to use the key. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for here. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's a flipped over table and chair. Yeah, I know what you're referring to. It's royalty-free music is the term for music that you can use without it being copyrighted or having copyright notices. Ah! There we go. That should fit the clock. Alright. Table flip. Just alright, that's what it looks like when I'm done flipping the table. Come on, wind up the clock. Start putting more info in my description. I don't know what else to put in these games or in these descriptions, honestly. It's easier to make a description for an edited video because I already know what's gonna be in it. Whereas in a gaming video, I don't know exactly what's gonna consist of because I usually play games pretty blindly. Unless it's like Overwatch or it's a game I've played before and stuff. Okay. Is there something else I'm missing? What else am I? Oh, okay. The watch that wasn't there before. Okay. So now we have the watch to. Let's wind it up. Do I want to wind it up? At least say I have some use for it. On the other hand, should this clock stay as dead as my old friend? Let's wind it up. Let's not think about the past. Let's wind it up. Start over and new. Oh, it's working. Now I can keep track of the hours spent in my hermitage. Isn't that great? Oh, more info about me.
When I found the clock,
What do you want to know?
You know, the one from David. It immediately reminded me of that situation. His illness. His funeral. And then I thought of you. It finally got to me how afraid I am. Every single time I press the handle to walk into your room, my hand trembles. The image I might see upon opening the door scares me. But I turn the key and walk in anyway. As I do it, for a brief moment, my imagination feeds me the worst visions possible in order to spare me the shock, so that the worst possible reality that can await me inside already feels somehow familiar to me. This whole situation has completely annihilated my sense of security. You are there alone. I have no idea what you're thinking about, but it can't be anything good. I'm alone as well. I experience feelings I can't even control. I feel like my heart is going to implode any minute now. Tom, please allow yourself to be helped. Please don't condemn us to this non-existence. By shutting yourself off, you've also shut me off. You've turned me into your sentry. I know it's hard for you. I really believe that you feel the way you say you do. I'm dying to do more for you, to get inside your head, kill the monster that occupies it, and save you. But I'm completely helpless. Please promise me that I'm not in for any surprises, that whenever I decide to walk into your room, all that awaits me are dirty clothes, dishes, and some general untidiness, like newspapers and rubbish lying on the floor, an unmade bed, but that I will hear you in the bathroom, that I will see you faking your sleep. Please promise me that I will never come across anything else in there. Anne.
I think she's worried about the character Tom maybe killing himself or something, because she talks about, I'm dying to do more for you, to get inside your head, kill the monster that occupies it, and save you, but I'm completely helpless. I feel like she sees you slipping towards the edge and feels helpless about like stopping it. And it's obviously affecting her as well. Tom's depression is bringing down Anne, and she's fighting that battle as well. Yeah, right. It's a terrible situation for both characters in this game. Maybe put your description, your channel name, maybe where are from, main language, and what kind of channel are you? Do you want to make it / and then game name and some more if you want. I always want people to laugh. I mean, it kind of depends on the situation. Again, laughing I think is always a good thing, but it's hard to laugh when I'm playing a game like this as I laugh about that. I can't pick can't pick any other response, huh? I apologize for all the suffering I'm bringing upon you. I never intended to hurt you. You don't have to sympathize with me. You don't owe me anything. I understand that you have your concerns, but I'm not going to hurt myself. I can promise you that I will never break your life and heart with such a decision. Besides, I've been a bit better recently, so things are coming out a little bit better. That's the only response I can pick.
Day 211. Winding that clock wasn't the best idea after all. This constant ticking is making it impossible for me to fall asleep. Maybe it's not just the clock. I keep having problems with sleep these days. On the other hand, though, at least I always know the time. There's a new problem on the horizon today. Anne is expecting a visit from her school friend, Monica.
Oh god, Monica's back.
Obviously, I asked Anne to tell her friend
Not Monica.
I'm not at home. Monica is a very agreeable person.
Only Monica.
But I just don't feel like seeing anyone. Surprise, surprise. We're sticking to the official explanation that I'm experiencing some heart problems. So I'm either undergoing some tests or at the clinic. As far as I know, in 2 weeks, I'm going to be on some medical retreat. It's all possible thanks to my old friend, a cardiologist. It was enough to tell him that I needed some rest. No questions asked. Thanks to his help, I can take some time off from the university. Anyway, I wonder where Monica is supposed to sleep. I brought the bed from the guest room here to the atelier. It was actually just the beginning. This room used to look so different. Now it's more like a studio, a place where everything needed for normal existence has been crammed into one small room. I brought the chest of drawers from our bedroom, bookcases from the living room, the desk and the lamp from the study. Luckily, I didn't have to build a bathroom, since there was one from the beginning. Step by step, I prepared a hideaway for myself, and I've been hibernating inside it ever since. But I have to admit, I've been exaggerating with it lately, though. If I still can't fall asleep, I know what I'm going to do. I found some old tapes, and I'm going to listen to them. I'll have to be careful not to attract the girl's attention. I know very well how the sound travels around this house. Day 211.
I'll make use of, oh, I accidentally,
Day.
yeah, it's starting over. Make use of it myself sometimes when I'm trying to work out whether Anne's home. It looks like it's just gonna be me and the tapes tonight. Alright, so we gotta listen to some tapes. There's one of the tapes. For a wretched mood, your Anne. Joy Division. Didn't rewind the tapes. Who listens to tapes anymore? Hey, welcome back. Yes, Overwatch, that was fun. I tried to do some trolling before, but I wasn't really getting any good responses, so that was kind of disappointing. And yeah, I thought the same thing too. I thought it was seeing a psychologist to help with his depression. I don't know where the cardiologist came in. Maybe that's just a lie. Does people? Alright. I need to find. Batteries are dead. I also need some headphones. I don't want the girls to hear. Alright, so we need to find some headphones, which are not in here. And the rewinder machine. What's up, Brados? There's the headphones. We need to find some batteries as well. Where are the batteries? Oh, batteries. Hello. Might be useful. Yes, should be useful. Now I just need to find a rewinder. Yeah, it seems like everyone's got their name for their viewers. You know, Logan Paul has the Low Gang. Jake Paul is the Jake Paulers. I don't know. Um, PewDiePie has the Bros. I don't know about Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. I don't know. PewDiePie is really the only channel I watch. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I did take some of my inspiration for my channel from PewDiePie. Alright. Helps me kind of get some ideas by watching another channel. Oh. So we're gonna use the pencil to rewind the tape, so you see, I have everything I need. So now, Joy Division for Wretched Mood. No. Should we do Wretched Mood or Joy Division? Yeah, let's do Joy Division, because I want to pick myself up. I don't want to listen to depressing stuff.
I can't stop thinking about that night I spent going through my old tapes. I suppose I'd hoped listening to Joy Division would have some kind of cathartic effect on me. I wanted to cleanse myself, free my mind, take a deep breath, get a break from all this weight. The one thing I got from it was that finally I felt some kind of emotion again, even though it wasn't the kind I'd expected. I don't know what to think. Sometimes, when Anne's chewing me out, I feel this intense urge to shake her and yell, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You must be really fucked up to be with me here in all this shit. We're not so different, dear. But no, I'll never do that. I don't know what's between us anymore." Recently, I got an opportunity to see how it'd be without her around. A couple of days ago, Anne left for her niece's birthday party. She was away for 3 days. The second night after she left, I had some kind of attack. I don't even know how to describe it. Maybe it was because of the broken alarm. I was convinced somebody was walking around the house. It wasn't easy for me. After all the time I've spent locked away in this room, I know exactly what kind of noises I can expect at what hours. I was petrified, but I couldn't put my finger on what was making me so afraid. Every movement, even the slightest, triggered intense reactions. I was sure I was going to die then and there. This whole thing was so incredibly illogical. But then again, what difference does logic make if what you feel is true for you and you have to find a way to live with it? And when you try to tell someone about it, nobody understands a single word. I wanted to leave, call Anne, and ask her to come back, but the fear paralyzed me. And now the phone is right there on the dresser, but not because of that experience. I didn't tell Anne anything. It's just that somebody called and wanted to talk to me. I was asleep, and Anne didn't want to wake me up. I don't feel like calling them back, but do I really have a choice?
I think we should call him back. Talking to people helps. Believe it or not, might be useful. Okay, so we got a pencil. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here now. Oh, there's the phone. Okay. Frank Snowpair called. He asked you to call him back. I won't be around tonight, so you'll have to manage on your own. Alright, let's... Frank, what does he want? Why can't you just call for someone to chat anymore? I sense conspiracies everywhere. And anxiety and depression. Yes. Even if I wanted to call back, I don't remember the number of my old contact. Where's that at? Alright, where's the contact book? Trying to find the contact book. That's the personal box. He doesn't want to go in there. I'm too sentimental. What am I gonna do with this pencil that I found? Did I take my meds? I already took my meds, alright. Alright. Where's our oh, there we go, contact book. Alright, let's call him up. Damn it, must have been right after we had that argument about the exhibition. He didn't choose any of my works. Frank the Skank. Frank the Skank. Great. Oh, oops. I used to press the pen so hard against the paper. I can see the marks of the paper beneath. Maybe I could retrieve the number somehow. Yeah, we got it. There we go. Oh, a sudden stroke of genius. I have the number, but do I really want to talk to that moron? He never believed in me even when we were friends, so maybe years have gone by. Let's call him. We need somebody to talk to. Anne's not around. And again, talking to people is good.
In light of our discussion about the most convenient way for me to contact you, I'm writing this letter. Gladly, in fact, seeing as writing is more permanent than a fleeting word. I do hope that you follow the advice I gave you. From what Anne has told me, I understand that you are not attempting to go out, at least not when she's at home. She is very concerned about the state you're in, but rest assured that we've offered her support, as you asked.
Had you started?
I am writing
no
now
problem.
to tell you that I will be available for our meeting at the end of next week. Please, talk to Anne to set a time. I would also like to thank you for all the phone conversations we have had. It is extremely important that I am aware of any new symptoms, no matter how distressing they may be. That also goes for any issues you have with the prescriptions I've given you, although you've not said anything in particular about them so far. Has your trouble sleeping become any worse? I'd like to discuss the next stages of your recovery process at our meeting. What I mean is the steps we need to take for you to start leaving your studio. I would also like to visit you more often. To be frank with you, I think you should spend some time at the hospital. You need counseling as well as pharmacological treatment. The experiment we decided to attempt can't last forever. I see the changes in your mood, And that's the reason I'm sharing my thoughts regarding the next steps you should take. I also think that in the future, you would benefit from attending group therapy meetings. Please remember that you're not alone with your problems. This illness can happen to anyone. Where you are now, you are looking at the world through a keyhole, and the small fragment you see looks uninviting. Together, we are going to do our best so that you can see the wider world again. Yours sincerely, Dr. Jacob Bro.
Alright. I like morning bot. What? Nightbot? What's Nightbot? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Looking at the improvement in my sleep patterns, I believe the medication has started working. I would like to thank you especially for the support you offered Anne. I know how much she needed that. I imagine she feels the situation very difficult, but I don't want to overwhelm her. I realize it's all my fault, but I'm unable to do anything about it. The top one seems like it's the best response. That one looks like it's got a lot of good. But I guess we're going with the only response I can pick. We're improving.
Day 234. I forgot to mention that I talked to Frank a couple of days ago. He said he wanted to see me and talk about the good old times. Since I'm not really convinced his intentions are clear, I haven't set a date yet. Recently, the external world seems to have made yet another attempt to reach me. I was lying in my bed, studying the cracks on the ceiling, when I heard the most peculiar noise coming from the yard, followed by a doorbell. I couldn't immediately recognize who had paid us a visit. Auditory recognition of what's happening inside of my own house has become the basis for my hermetic lifestyle these days. That's why I was agitated to hear so many different voices. There were a number of people talking to Anne downstairs. I was so intrigued that I even peered through the keyhole. Later, Anne told me that the voices belonged to my students. They wanted to pay their old professor a visit, wish him good health, and ask whether he was coming back to work anytime soon. It was a rather distressing experience. Truth be told, I'm not sure what to think of it. I don't know what to think of my latest discovery either. I wanted to retrieve the magazine that fell behind the cabinet. When I reached for it, I found my real treasure instead. That's what I call my Russian doll, since I have no clue what's inside of it. Should I open her? Or maybe just let it go? If I leave it unopened, it will forever be hiding something amazing and mysterious, leading me to wonder about the nature of those mysteries. Knowing my own nature, though, I won't withstand it, and this old, forgotten treasure won't stay closed for long.
Is that the Scorpio M there that you put up, Dark Shadow? Because I'm a Scorpio, just throwing that out there. And I don't think I want a bot to do like that sort of stuff for me. I think it's better to be more personal and greet people myself. Sometimes it can be difficult when I'm playing a game or whatever. I don't notice people right away, but I still think it's important to greet people myself and I don't know, interact with people on my own. All right, let's find. Hey, there's that doll. I remember the Russian doll. I think you got it from my aunt or maybe my grandma. What on earth did I hide in it? My memories keep getting worse and worse. Keep getting worse and worse and breaking. Looks like a glue shutter. How should I get it off? Where's that tool? I know I had this thing. No? Alright, how am I gonna get the Russian nesting doll open? What does it take to be a mod? Well, for one thing, you have to be 18 or older. That's the first step. For another thing, you have to be on the streams consistently. Um, I know it's hard to say that because I don't necessarily stream consistently, but I have to be regular enough to actually make a difference, to actually mod, to be a moderator. Like, um, I guess you also have to know, like, when to put people in timeouts or whatever. Like, I don't stand for people. Oh, what do we have up here? I didn't see this before. We're missing a picture. I don't stand for people making rude comments or stuff like that, or I don't know, spam. I don't deal with spam. You'll never be a mod. That's not necessarily true. Again, there really isn't much that it takes to be a mod. I do have a good few mods. I don't know. I guess I've struggled trying to make an actual list of rules. I guess I'm not really much of a rule maker. Mod on a few other streams. Very nice. I'm sure it has been earned. I don't know. When I say you have to be 18, I think I want it to be like that just for maturity purposes. It's not necessarily the age thing. I said the age restriction as like I want people to be mature, and know like what's okay and what's not. Like what is okay for people to say on the chat and what's not okay to be said. So there's still potential. Oh, I didn't mean to click the hint thing. Candle. Alright, took my meds. Great. $14 if it counts. Is that more matches? Maybe I should smoke? I don't think we should smoke. Know how to approach women. I almost forgot about this. My last comfort. I need some help, but is this really... Oh, it's a bottle of booze. I mean, cussing perhaps isn't allowed, and making fun of you and other people. I personally, I don't care about cussing because I swear all the time in my own streams, so I don't really care about that. But yeah, there's some words and some things that shouldn't be said. Making fun of me is not cool. Like, sometimes I make fun of myself and we can all laugh, but if you're just out there to be an asshole, that's not cool. And of course, yeah, talking down to other people in the stream, not cool as well. I almost forgot about this. My last comforter. I need some help. But is this really the help I need? Let's throw it away. We don't need that. We don't need the booze. That's only going to bring us down.
Tom, I don't know what to think in this situation. I can either feel proud of helping you deal with your problem, or ashamed of how I manage all this. It's but a fraction of what you're going through, yet I'm not sure I can survive it. I'm merely a pack animal, one that allowed someone's harsh words to be loaded on its back, and its life to be turned into a desert. I've become a camel. I don't know if I'm up for it. I can't do anything about the anger and sorrow that thrive in me. Sometimes I wonder how it's all going to look when we finally awake from this nightmare. Who are we going to be? Are we going to stay who we are? Are we still going to have the bond we used to have? I don't want this nightmare to last any longer, and yet I'm afraid of our awakening. I'm afraid nothing will be left of us. I want to tell you something, to share my thoughts with you, but I don't know how. Both my head and heart are empty. I no longer know what to think of it all. I have a feeling that all this is leading us to a place neither of us wanted to end up in. Is there still hope? Anne.
Alright. How about people advertising the channels here? For example, when people just pop up. Yeah, that's not allowed. No, if I understand needing to advertise your channel, but using my channel for your own selfish gain is not allowed. I think that's very selfish of people, and I think if you're here, you should be here to watch. Also, on that note, I think for the most part, when people pop in just to advertise their channel, it depends on the situation. If you're a regular viewer and it's more sincere of like, hey, I really like watching your channel, but I don't know, I see two sides of it. Yeah, that's what I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be a sub for sub. I think it can be selfish when people just pop in like, hey, check out my channel, and then they leave. But if you're a regular viewer, I guess it makes a little bit more sense, like, because I've been there when it's hard to find people to view your channel, and having criticism and stuff like that can be very helpful. So I get that, but no, generally, no, it's not allowed. I don't really allow that. I usually let the message, like if they post it once, I will usually let it slide. But if they're spamming it, yeah, like I'll point it out, be like, yo, don't do that. But if they spam it and just get annoying with it, yeah, they get either blocked or put in a timeout depending on the situation. Most things, when it comes to what's allowed and what's not, I take it by the situation. That's why it's hard to come up with rules. Is I don't think everything's just black and white and set in stone. I think there's exceptions to just about every rule. So let's see. I know it was me who put the weight on your shoulders. I'm sorry. There are things that I have no influence over. I can't change it just like that. I can't fix myself. But I want you to know that I'm willing to try. I want to come back to the living. The realm of the dead is not better than the real world. I do hope that you'll be there to help me with it. Or, I apologize for everything that you've had to go through because of me. I know it may be difficult for you to understand everything that happened. All I'm trying to do is fix what's left. But I'm not sure if it's even possible. All I hope for is that you never put blame on yourself. What happened is nobody's fault. And if it is, let it be mine. It's because of how broken I am. I'm not convinced that the tools that they use now and will use in the future to fix people are going to improve. Yeah, yes, I totally agree with you there, Dark Shadow. It's actually, I put it on the list of blocked words. So, yeah, yep, you are absolutely correct. That is my response. Trying to be the most positive I can in this game.
I realized that drinking tends to solve one problem, but replace it with 3 more. I have to admit, though, the possibility of turning your head off is tempting. I'm dying for something to deactivate me, even if for the shortest of moments. I'm seriously sick of myself, but acting like that leads nowhere. I don't know what to think. On a different note, the Foundation for Talented Children asked me to donate one of my paintings to their annual charity event. No matter how much I try to avoid painting, it's always just around the corner, as though I'm tied to it with some kind of iron knot. I should send them something. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about going back to work. I am not sure if it's the medication, or maybe I was ill for long enough, but I started to miss it. I believe it's a good sign. I don't know what I'm going to see when I look into Anne's eyes. I'm under the impression that these last few months have left a mark on our relationship. Well, we'll see, I guess. And as for the charity event, I guess I should pick the painting to donate and pack it right away.
Should it be a banned word? No, I personally don't think so because it's a word that I sometimes use. I mean, like I said before, I don't think cussing should be banned because it's something that I sometimes do. I actually quite often do. Um, so yeah, I mean, I've called people fucking pussies before, so I don't think it should be a banned word. Um, Depending on the context, maybe, but no, generally I don't think so. All right. So yeah, I think our character, the character we're playing as Tom, is an art teacher because he was talking about his students before that they wanted to visit. Anyway, dear Mr. Perry, since you expressed interest in our charity auction for talented children last year, we would like to kindly ask you to participate again. We would like to remind you that all of the proceedings from the auction will be invested in the education of talented children, who often come from less affluent families. We would also like to encourage you to take part in bidding, which will be preceded by an exhibition prepared by our pupils. You can learn more about the event from our leaflet attached to this letter. We would be honored if you took part in our initiative. Yours sincerely, Agatha Mark, the Foundation for Talented Children. Should be donating a painting. Which one should also pack it so that it's easier for Angus to ship it? All right, so we gotta prepare a painting, and pack it up. I like the foot. I wanna send that one. Oh, we got some empty frames here. Don't overuse caps lock, true. Don't advertise your other channels. Don't offend or fight other people. And use common sense. That's a pretty good set of rules. I like it. I really do, honestly. Like I said, I personally, for me, I think it's hard for me to set rules because I don't think everything's black and white. But that is good. Like, maybe you just add one, or in addition to using common sense, don't be a jackass. Like, I think that's pretty simple rule. All right, so we got our painting here. What are we doing with this painting? Should be it's one of my most valued works. Should it be the one I give them? I should have some other works around here after all. It's an altar. Which one should I donate? The dark painting or the light painting? The light painting. I don't want to bring the auctioneers down. After all, it's all about the children, not the cancer patients. Yeah, I see. The thing is, I troll, but I don't think it's being a jackass. I guess there's a difference. Like, don't be a jackass as in just, I don't know, don't be, it kind of goes along with don't offend or fight other people. Just don't be that guy. Don't be a jackass. I don't know.
I lost the fight with hopelessness.
Oh.
I handed in my resignation and gave up the rights to everything the world had to offer. In the name of what? It took me a long time to realize it doesn't have to be that way. That I can feel differently. I'll try to rejoin the living now. I won't be lying. It's not the same as it was. Now I'm equipped with hope that will help me fix my universe again.
The story has come to an end, but the journey has not. Play again, make different choices to experience different things. Interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna play this game again. I might play it again on my own time or something like that, but I probably won't stream it. This was a very interesting game, and it took a very interesting look at depression, and I think depression is a very, very interesting and touchy subject, but it's important to talk about, and I think, like I said before, I think everyone goes through different phases and of depression, and some to more extents than others, but this is a very interesting game, and it kind of gives you not nice, but an interesting outlook on depression. You know, the fact that throughout this game, your character kind of blames everything on himself, but so many people go through depression, and you can't blame everything on yourself. You really can't. And there's also the fact that like there's always people willing to help. There's all sorts of different ways to get help for depression, and yeah, I guess if you yourself are dealing with depression, you should definitely seek some help, because it's not something anyone should ever go through or should have to feel like they should go through on their own. Like I said, there's always hope for it. I don't know. Maybe in the link. Yeah, I think that's probably the problem too in Electro, is people feel ashamed of seeking help, but I don't know, I've been through my own phases of like not wanting to ask for people's help and feeling like you can do everything on your own. And you can't. You can't do everything on your own. It's an impossible task. And yeah, there should always be a hand for you to hold, or you know, somebody that you should always have somebody to talk to. It really helps talking to people. Helps you get things off your chest, and you have to have an outlet for those sorts of things. So yeah, with all that being said, I think this was a very interesting game. Check it out yourselves. Play it on your own time, and do your own playthrough, because there's different endings. I kind of want to see what the other ones are, but we're not going to do that today. In the description, I'll put a link to some depression help. And I think that'll do it for this one. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. I'm gonna start up a new one soon with a new game, and we're gonna I won't be gone for long. I'll come back in like 15 minutes with a new stream. So thank you all so much for watching. Please, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, if you did, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. It'll help you know when I'm streaming or when I upload. And we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.